When I think of my audience, it's like I'm like watching out for demons everywhere coming at me.
I'd like to issue a little bit of a formal apology. So, I have said some statements that I'm not proud of, that, that really misrepresented people, that really, I wish I hadn't said. And what I said was positive things about Narcissa Wright. I'd like to put those, I'd like to put those to rest, and let's talk about why I no longer respect Narcissa Wright.
It's like people liked me in the past. In the past, people gave me money to live. And it was more than enough. And I don't even need that much anymore. I just need a certain amount.
So people liked me in the past. In the past, people liked me and they gave me money. It was more than enough to live. Alright, here's the thing, Narcy. Narcy, can I call you Narcy? Here's the thing, Narcy. In the past, you made content. And people liked content. So they gave you money to live. Because you were providing a service. That's how streaming works. You know, and you were very, very lucky with streaming. You worked hard. And you got lucky. And that's what you need in order to stream well, you know. You gotta work for it, and then you gotta be given that opportunity. And you had that opportunity, you took it. So I respect that. Aside from that, I don't respect how you've then thrown away that opportunity and expected the money to stay there. I understand you have wrist issues. Many streamers do, many speedrunners do. It's a common issue, and you did it to yourself, you know, and I can't blame you because I have, you know, as someone who's put a lot less time and effort into speedrunning, obviously, as you have, I have some context, but I don't have the same experience with speedrunning that you do. What I will tell you is that when I started speedrunning, from day one, I have heard about other speedrunners with wrist issues, with hand issues, with carpal tunnel, all this stuff. I am sure that at the time that you started, there was less information about it out there. However, it's not very hard to understand that when you're putting your hands through the effort of holding a controller and pressing buttons every single day for hours on end, that there's going to be some sort of repercussion for that, some sort of effect of it. And there are many, many ways that you can avoid carpal tunnel, as I'm sure that you know. Now, here's the thing as well. My doctor says it's carpal tunnel. I don't know. You have carpal tunnel. I don't know what sort of question there is about that. You're leaving it up in the air as if there's some question about that. There's no question about it, okay? You have carpal tunnel. You're not special. There's a lot of other speedrunners with carpal tunnel. My friend Fifi is a great example. He has carpal tunnel. He has a lot of issues. Sometimes it stops him from streaming. He still streams. He's still around. He's still making money. He still has subs. But he has carpal tunnel. There's hundreds and hundreds of people who suffer from carpal tunnel, and it does not just outright stop you from being able to do things. And on top of that, you're not even trying to do things. You know, you were talking about in your video how you've put all this effort into Twilight Princess, how you've recently been working hard. You know, you do some Smash stuff on occasion. Well, here's the thing, is that you're not doing it on Twitch. You're doing it on YouTube, which is going to be less profitable. In both the short term and the long term, it's going to be less profitable if you are doing the sort of streaming that you are in an environment where you have less support because you haven't grown your YouTube and you're putting less effort into it than you used to on Twitch, where you could be more successful. But, you know, I hope that the ad revenue from your pathetic video is supporting you somehow. I hope that that the people giving to your Patreon and receiving jack shit in return are are enjoying their investment in your existence. Let's talk about some manipulation now. Let's talk about some of the manipulative stuff that Narcissa is doing in this video. Now, myself, I find that a lot of these tactics are very transparent. I didn't find myself falling for them, but I get the feeling that a lot of people will. Because a lot of people, they look at videos like this, and they see it at face value. They take it, and they understand only the very, very basic components. So I'm going to break down some of the disgusting manipulative stuff that comes out of Narcissa's mouth and the things that she does in this video. One of the most obvious and one of the most effective, I would say, the ones that actually bothered me a little bit, was the way that she'll touch on a bit of criticism that she knows she's going to receive. And she'll touch on it very quickly. She'll say, like, oh, you know, people have told me I should get a job. Anyway, she does it constantly throughout the video. Let me put some clips up.
And people say I should get a job, and I feel like, God, I just thought, like, should I redo this video? Should I do a second take of this? Is this, like, how I want to present myself? Anyway, I just wanted to know your thoughts. I don't even want to talk about it. Why don't I want to talk about it? Because it all feels like trying to appeal. I'm trying to appeal to you. And this is something I talked, like, that rant about Zelda and Smash. I just had a hard year. I hate this video. I fucking hate this video. I hate everything I said. I hate everything.
Me too.
And should I post it? No? Yeah? My whole year's been really hard, and I don't want to, like, I feel like if I feel sorry for myself, it's like, what is happening? Anyway, okay, I need to find a way to make money.
And what she's doing here is she's addressing this point that she knows people are going to make, and she's expressing some pain about why she doesn't want to do it. But she's not defending herself. And that's very important, because she knows she's wrong. She knows she has no defense. So what she's doing instead is this pitiful, disgusting, like, half-assed, lazy way of getting around it, you know. She wants to make sure to defend herself as best she can. So she raises the point, and then she deflates it without having addressed it at all. She just raises it and throws it away. She wants it in the video, so that if someone says, oh, well, why don't you get a job? She'll be like, oh, I mentioned that in the video. Well, you didn't. You didn't fucking talk about it in the video. You mentioned the point, you stared off the 1,000-mile fucking stare and looked sad. Well, let me tell you something. She's fine. She's okay. And you can tell, she says, I only have a few months left until I'm running low. Let's look at the phrasing there. That's something else. I only have a few months left. A few months is not a short amount of time. You can raise money in a few months. You can get a job and start working in a few months. I only have a few months left until I feel like I'm running low. So she doesn't feel like she's running low. She has enough money to continue her existence, as she puts it. She's not running low, and yet she wants a lot more support so that she doesn't feel as if she's running low in a few months. She's so self-aware of the fact that she doesn't need your money that she can't even lie to you in good conscience. She does these sort of ridiculous, bombastic explanations of what she means because she doesn't want to lie, because she knows how wrong it is. She knows how wrong it is to make this video. So instead of outright saying the things that she's saying, she sort of dances around the topic. And we all know what she means, but she presents it in this way so that it seems a lot more dire than it is. And it's very, very gross. It's just hard to look at and sympathize with. Now let's talk about this hypothetical game store. You know, she mentions that people have told her that she should work at a game store, that would be a good job for her. And what she says is that it sounds like a nightmare. And why it sounds like a nightmare, she makes several points. She makes the point that she doesn't want to deal with gamers. Well, if you were a Twitch streamer for so long and you're still making YouTube videos about gaming, why the fuck are you doing that if you don't want to deal with gamers? That is my biggest problem here. The fuck are you thinking? Second off, she's worried that she'll get recognized. God forbid that you work a job and someone comes in and says, "Hey, I know you. Hi, friend." That's what you can come up with. Is that you're afraid someone's going to recognize you and know you from Twitch. I mean, I'm sure that there are people who would come in and be like, "Oh, you're Narcissa Wright? Oh, I hate your stuff, you know, like, whatever." But why is that? Why do you care so much about the judgment of other people? Why would you care so goddamn much about the judgment of some stranger in GameStop that it makes it impossible for you to get a job? And furthermore, this is a very biased example. This is another one of those manipulative things I'm talking about. It's a very biased example. Because you don't have to get a job at a game store. You can get a job fucking anywhere. You could get a job taking care of old people who've never been on Twitch. You know, you could get a job doing whatever. You could literally do anything. It doesn't have to be a job where the public will see you. You know, you could get a desk job. Those exist.
And I want to continue existing and like following what I'm interested in case it leads to more amazing things, or at least just to like have a life of my own, like to have my own life. Like, haven't I fucking proven it that I'm worth it? But I hate saying that because people call me arrogant and say that I'm not worth it, and it's just like this fucking thing where it's like everyone needs money. And it's like, who's worthy who? You're not producing the content, then you abandon your fans and all this.
Haven't I proven that I'm worth it? This is something that that is a little bit hard to understand what she's saying. What she's getting at here is that she is worth your money. She is worth not having to work, not having to go through the motions of life, not having to do these things that mere mortals do. You know, having some income from nothing is what she is worth in her mind. And she goes on this sort of like little side note of, people tell me that I'm arrogant. It's not that you're arrogant. See, this isn't arrogance. This is this unbelievable level of just misunderstanding how the world works. You see, you're not worth it in this regard. When you just say it, though, that's the manipulative part. Again, with this manipulation. You're not worth it. What is this it? It is not having to work for money. It is being able to just be a lazy piece of shit and not produce any content or do anything worth your viewers' money. Because they're not even viewers at that point. They're strangers giving you money in order to live. If you would like for people to give you money, then do something to earn it. That isn't how economics works. You don't just get money. Okay? You have not proven that you are worth the work of other people. You are not worth people's money. Their hard-earned money should not go to you in order to fund you not doing anything. And I totally understand where you're coming from, honestly. I can sit down and be like, I understand that Narcissa does not want a job. I don't want a job either. I quit my job not too long ago. I was working at a convenience store gas station, and I quit the job in order to pursue streaming. But here's the thing. I'm still working at streaming. I'm putting effort in. I'm doing something. So when you say that you don't want your life to be a nightmare and that you want to live your life, then live it. Then do something. Because right now you're not doing anything. Every now and again you do a live stream on YouTube, and that's it. Okay? You're not putting in the effort to get this money. Now, about this part of the video is where it really starts to fall apart. You know, she's been doing a good job of keeping up this fake bullshit she's spewing, you know, and it's gone well so far, but at this point she slips. And what she does is she actually talks about some of the things she wants to do with this money she's going to get from sharing her life. And oh my god, it sounds so awful. The way that it comes out of her mouth is just disgusting.
And I want to buy clothes. I want to maybe build a new PC. I want to get some more furniture in here. And I want to like get a new phone. Like I was taking selfies earlier and my phone camera is kind of garbage. So it'd be so cool to have like an upgraded phone. And I know it's first world problems. It is.
You know, she really just cracks. She cracks. She loses the facade that she's created. And what she starts saying is, you know, oh, well, I don't really need the money. Actually, I kind of just want some new furniture. I want to buy clothes. I want to buy clothes, and actually, you know, a new computer would be great. Maybe a phone. You know, I have a phone and it works great, but the camera's not too good. It's not too good for my selfies, you know. I'm super gay and I need some hella sick selfies on the internet. So you know, the trans community isn't going to give me their pity money if I'm not super gay and have super high quality cell phone selfies. You know, so paying for a new cell phone to get those gay selfies so that everyone loves me because I'm trans, I really need that too. Now here's the thing, is that a lot of people are immediately going to go, Scozzy, you can't say that. You need to back down, okay? You're making fun of the trans community. No. I'm making fun of how attention-seeking she is with the fact that she's trans. I totally respect the trans community. I get what they stand for. I'm down with it, okay? Like, I am not at all opposed to her being trans. You'll notice that I do respect that. I will call her her. She is Narcissa, right? Narcissa Wright. I can get behind that. But here's the thing, is that she's doing it for the pity, you know? She goes for that pity. She really hits hard. I'm super gay. It's not about her feeling like any specific gender. It's not about her being comfortable with herself. It's about her, you know, just representing this image. It's about her having this defense mechanism of being trans. And I don't doubt that there is some legitimacy. I'm not saying that she isn't a real transgender person. I'm not saying that I don't respect her as a woman. What I'm saying is that she is a woman, but she won't just be a woman. She will be a trans woman who goes through these struggles. She has a hard life, and really it all amounts to the fact that it's bullshit. She doesn't have any sort of struggle right now. As she puts it, she has a blessed life. And this is very obviously true. But she wants to stay where she is. She wants to maintain this blessed life with other people's hard-earned money, not her own. I feel like this video just makes everyone hate me if I upload this. Yes. Yes, it does. And you deserve it. Would I garner the support that I need? Probably. And I'm pretty sad about it. So then she goes on to say that she feels like her usefulness is expired. that she's used up all of her usefulness in the world and that she's just on this downward spiral into losing all of her money and being basically worthless. And this is very, very untrue. You can see because she still gets thousands of views on whatever she puts up. You know, she still has all of these people who pay attention to her, who are there, and instead of providing content for them or doing anything for them, what she does is she begs for money, and she doesn't produce any actual content, and she goes out of her way to be this mysterious and aloof character instead of just being herself and acting the way that she honestly feels. And it's everything that comes out of her mouth is manipulation in some way. It's never just about honesty. It's never open and honest. And she very easily could just turn around, cut the bullshit, do some streams on Twitch of what the fuck ever she wants to do. Whatever she wants to do. It really would not matter. And I promise you, if she started doing near daily, not specifically daily, just any sort of active content, that she would get so much support. So much. She would have viewers. She would have hundreds, if not thousands of viewers, no matter what she was doing. And it would be just fine. And there's plenty of people who wish that they could be in her situation so that they could actually utilize what she has. But instead she chooses to throw that away and to do this pitiful bullshit she's doing here. And she's very right when she calls it a pathetic video. Now we're going to talk about some of the open manipulation, the very obvious manipulation that she says. She goes on this little digression of how people don't appreciate the positives in everything she does. They just attack the negatives. And then she says, and it's very ironic, and it's very just like, are you kidding me? Are you serious? I actually could not believe it came out of her mouth. She says, there are people that support me, but I don't feel the love. And she doesn't realize that she's a fucking hypocrite, and she just repeated exactly what she was accusing others of.
Whatever I've done lately, people just like attack the negative parts of everything that I do, and they don't focus on any of the positives. So there's like this biased shit going around. And then there's some people who like support me no matter what, and then I just don't even feel the love when they support me. God. And like, it's because people are individuals, and I don't have power over individuals. I just have a little bit of influence sometimes. I think I just crave love in like large numbers, like large quantities of love, and money too.
I just crave love in large quantities, if you will. Numbers. I crave numbers because I don't care about people. I don't care about individuals because I can't manipulate them. But I crave a lot of love from everyone, and I want everyone's money. And money is love. You know, if you really love me, then give me all of your money. All of you, everyone, in large quantities. Fuck you. Then Narcissa goes off into this explanation of how unexpressive she is sometimes and how she can't get her feelings out. And this is something I definitely understand. As a content creator, a lot of the times it can be difficult to say what you mean. So what you do is you take the effort to put your video into an editing program and you cut out the parts that are in between what you're saying. You'll see that I've done it throughout this video, and it's not difficult. And it makes your video much better, much higher quality, and actually watchable. Because this video, you can tell that what she did was she recorded it, and she uploaded the raw footage instead of actually putting in the few minutes of effort it would take to edit the video. And this is a common theme with her. She's lazy. She doesn't want to do the extra steps involved to make things worth it. She has given up on actually trying at anything and just wants free money.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. I wish my voice... Why can't I have a good voice? Like, what is going on?
This is pathetic, as you've put in your title. This is pathetic. If you want a better voice, then speak up a little bit. You know, because anyone can talk like this and sound really pathetic. I hate my voice, you know. My voice is so croaky and it sounds like a man, and I hate my voice. Then speak up a little bit, you know. You can raise your voice. You can talk in a higher tone. You can talk louder and have it be just fine like this. You know, if that's really what you want to do, you can do that. And I will support whatever you want to do with your voice, you know. You do you, you know. I understand that it can be difficult to cope with having a deep voice when you're trans. That is a rough thing. I can empathize with you there. But when you're talking like this in order to get pity because, oh, I'm such an ugly man, I wish I was a woman, then you are being manipulative. You're being a shitty person. All in all, I'm very disappointed. Honestly, I hate watching this video. I hate seeing all of the things that she's saying. The terrible, terrible, awful things that are portrayed in this video. It makes me sad. It makes me really sad because I used to respect her. I used to really, really like Narcissa. As a person, I thought she was great, and she has lost that respect from me. I no longer believe she's a good person. I no longer support her. I no longer want any sort of uh, anything with her. I want her gone from my life. That's why I'm making this video, is to really show the other side of the coin, the part that I think some people won't see. You know, people see that she's begging for money. That's why this video is getting a lot of dislikes, is the begging for money. But there's so much more to it than that, and that's what makes me sad, is the other side of this, the part where she has become such a terrible person recently. She has given up on trying to be a good person. She has genuinely, intentionally tried to become a worse person. And that makes me very sad. And that's why I want to put it on blast. I want people to notice. I want people to realize. I want people to understand what's going on here. So I'm sure, I am so sure that I'm going to be receiving a lot of people talking about how this is about gender and sexuality and about, you know, her transition and all of this stuff. You know, I'm going to get a lot of hate about all of that side of it, but that's not something I care about. You know, you can go ahead and post whatever you want in the comments. I'm not going to delete any comments like that. I'm going to leave the comments section open to things like that. If you want to post that, go ahead, but you will be completely ignored because that's not what this debate is about. There's no room for that. But I will be reading the comments of this video. I want you to give your thoughts, give your take, post what you think. I am open to conversation about this. But yeah, that'll do it for me. I hope y'all enjoyed. I guess feel free to give a like, give a comment, whatever. Feel free to dislike as well. I'm not going to stop you. And yeah, that is that.